This is KNWA News at 5.
Billions of dollars are spent during the holidays in the U.S., and now many of us are just starting to pay off those bills. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Piñate. KNWA's Kelly O'Neill is live in studio with steps to get back on track financially in 2019. Kelly.
Well, it can be easy to overdo it when you spend money on gifts for your loved ones, and the spirit of the season can quickly turn into money stress. According to financial data site Value Penguin, on average, Arkansans have more than $6,700 in credit card debt this year. Mark Foster with Credit Counseling of Arkansas says the new year is a perfect time to look back and make adjustments to your budget and using any extra cash wisely.
And use any extra money from tax refund coming around the corner here or a work bonus or that sort of thing to hammer that debt and knock that out.
Foster says it's better to use cash, checks, or your debit card instead of your credit card, and so you're not adding any more fuel to that fire. It's also not too early to start saving for next holiday by opening up a second savings account and putting a little away each month. Setting money goals in writing is an effective way to make sure you're staying on track to succeed. Live in studio, Kelly O'Neill, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Good advice, Kelly. Thank you so much. Looking ahead, you might be preparing to file your holiday charitable donations, but a new law may keep you from getting a tax deduction like usual. According to the new tax law, an individual's deductions would need to exceed $12,000 instead of the original $6,300. Married couples would need deductions exceeding $24,000, up from the previous $12,700. And nonprofits are already being affected by low funding. President of United Way NWA, Kim Aaron, says the state needs to step in to help local organizations.
In some communities, it's a community council that does the fundraising and the management of the 2-on-1 system. Maybe with some attention around the fact that we're closing down, someone in Little Rock recognizes that we need to do this at the state level.
For more information on what local programs you can turn to now, head over to our website at nwahomepage.com. The Rogers Library is beefing up its security. The library is adding 5 cameras to its parking lot for safety reasons. According to Library Director Judy Casey, in August, Rogers police responded to a shooting where 2 pairs of juveniles met in front of the library. The new cameras will cost $11,000 and are set to be installed in January. It's day 10 of the partial federal government shutdown. The standoff over funding for President Donald Trump's border wall will continue into 2019. Democrats are against building an actual wall, but say they do support money for fencing, technology, personnel, and other efforts that boost border security. President Trump has demanded at least $5 billion for the wall, but Senator Lindsey Graham said he believes that number might be negotiable.
And I think he's receptive to making a deal if it achieves his goals of securing our border.
The House returns on Thursday as lawmakers hope to find common ground and reach a shutdown solution. On the last day of 2018, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren took a major step toward running for president in 2020. Warren is the first major Democrat to make an official move toward a run for the White House and join the growing list of contenders. In a tweet, Senator Warren says she's fighting for every person in America to be able to work hard, play by the same set of rules, and take care of themselves and the people they love.
Today I announced an exploratory committee for President of the United States. I never thought I would run for anything ever in my life, but America's middle class is getting hollowed out, and opportunity for too many of our young people is shrinking.
An exploratory committee allows a candidate to raise and spend money for polling, travel, and staff to determine whether or not to officially enter the race. Today, families zinged in their New Year's Eve at the Scott Family Amazeum. The Amazeum held its annual Zing in the New Year event. There were stations for children to make New Year's resolutions in a fun and educational style. Kids were able to create and decorate party accessories to take home.
We have some activity stations for kids where they can make a noisemaker or a popper that they can take with them. So that'll help them get their celebration on early this afternoon or later this evening if they want. And we just have a lot of things where people can come out and try something that maybe they haven't thought about trying before.
Guests were invited to put their wishes for the new year into the Wish Thing machine, which launched balloons at 3 p.m. This year's machine was designed by 2 local 4th graders. And Crystal Bridges also proved it's not too early to celebrate the new year. The museum hosted New Year's Eve from 11 to 3 today to help folks ring in the new year before bedtime. Families were able to enjoy performances, dancing, and arts and crafts.
I hope they get just a joy of, New Year's Eve, of celebrating with people, of, having fun together and celebrating the end of the year and the start of a new one.
This was the 4th year for New Year's Eve, and the event was free for everyone. Join us tonight at 11:30 p.m. for Lone Star New Year's Eve Live Countdown to 2019. DJ Williams and friends will be live in Dallas, counting down to a 360-degree fireworks show at midnight. You can also watch the show live on our website, NWAHomepage.com. And we are just hours away from the new year. We'll check in live from Texas with a preview of tonight's Lone Star special. But first, Rick.
Jennifer, it looks like colder weather eventually arriving, but probably not until after midnight, so we're okay for now. Weather-wise, for the next couple days, though, chances for some freezing rain. We'll show you that forecast coming up next.
You're watching KNWA News at 5 with Nate Custer, Jennifer Pignate, and Chief Meteorologist Dan Scott. Closed captioning is sponsored by Air Control. Expert analysis from the state's largest sports team. Don't miss the Pig Trail Show, Sundays at 5:30 on KNWA.
My philosophy of birth is that it is a unique and individual experience. We here as physicians want to do everything safe. We want this event to be her event and to make it everything that she has always wanted.
I'm 53, but in my mind, I'm still 35. That's why I take Osteo Biflex to keep me moving the way I was made to. It nourishes and strengthens my joints for the long term. Osteo Biflex. Find our coupon in Sunday's paper.
5 steps for perfect winter skin.
5 steps? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. It's 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
For the best year-end savings, don't go to any dealership. Come to the Silverado Superstore.
Hurry into McClarty Daniel Chevrolet in Springdale during the final days of the year-end event to get our best prices on the largest selection of Chevy trucks in the state. Get employee pricing on all remaining 2018 Chevys, like $15,000 off Silverado 1500s or $12,500 off Tahoes.
Your truck, your way at McClarty Daniel Chevrolet.
Take the Elm Springs Road exit and look for the giant flag.
If we spend a third of our life sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the New Year's Super Sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 for every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic Pro Adapt and get a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate, plus 5 years no interest financing. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
The most important thing for me, for my job here at Creekside, is to be a physician that listens to my patient, understands the problems that she's coming in and expressing to me, and to be able to give her the best possible care that is available.
Hey, coming up Tuesday, while many were raising their glasses to a new year, some in Arkansas will enjoy a new pay raise for 2019. Speaking of 2019, it will feel much different than 2018, Melissa.
Oh my goodness, we have the chance of some winter weather. We'll have the details tomorrow.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Rick Catsby.
Once again, 11:30, join us live, and we'll take you live to downtown Dallas, where they're going to have the festivities. And the cool thing about this on our channel is that this will actually be live Central Time, or you can just watch a replay on some of the other channels, so join us, all right? So get to see what the Central Time Zone looks like in Dallas. I'm thinking they're going to do some fireworks, aren't they? I think they probably will. Here's the rainfall amounts from the past 24 hours. 1.06 Bentonville, 81 Fayetteville, 84 hundredths in the Fort Smith area. So another generous rain fell over western parts of Arkansas. Temps right now 40s, so we're in the low 40s right now. We've been in the low 40s really for the last about 24, 36 hours or so after a mild day yesterday, mild today. today, out after the rain has now moved out. But there is a cold front that's moving through, and it's moving into the area right now. You can see it's 29 in Wichita. It's 12 in Denver, Colorado. So cold New Year's Eve festivities there. Dodge City's at 20 at this hour. And then further north, -2 right now in Bismarck. So this is Arctic air, 11, Great Falls, Montana. This is dropping off toward the south, and we'll get into northwest Arkansas, probably arriving around midnight, but you're going to start feeling the effects probably after midnight. So I think we're going to be okay as far as the evening plans. There goes our rain we've had this morning. That is now long gone, and we even had a little bit of sun for a while today. Further out to the west, we're watching system number 2. We've been watching this now last couple days, centered near Las Vegas, Nevada. It's got some mountain snow, some valley rains there, and not really well organized, and it is not very strong right now, but it's out there. It's going to take its time coming in our direction, and like the last one, this one did just the last 24 hours, it's going to bring in Gulf moisture, but in this case, we're going to have some cold air that's going to be here from the cold air that's arriving tonight. So what will be different about from this one is that we're going to have the potential for some freezing rain. We could have some temperatures locked in below freezing as this next system arrives later on Wednesday. So here comes this Arctic air mass dropping southward. This is high pressure that's centered around Nebraska. It will infiltrate some colder air tonight, colder air tomorrow. We'll probably have highs tomorrow, probably in the low 30s, looks like. And then low clouds throughout the day tomorrow. Don't see much sunshine for tomorrow. Might even see a few flurries tomorrow morning, so be ready for that. There could be a few flurries around there. And then as we go into Wednesday, we have some rain developing from the south, and as it lifts off toward the north, there could still be lingering cold air in place, and that's why we're going with the potential for some freezing rain in northwest Arkansas. Maybe not River Valley, but eastern parts of Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas has some potential for some freezing rain that may change to rain, but then again, it may not. This system may be too warm here from this model. Look at the snow on the backside. As we get into this backside of the weather, that's that spin there. On the backside, it's colder, and so we'll see an area of snow move across Oklahoma that looks like will eventually move back into northwest Arkansas. This is Thursday, 1 o'clock. I'm thinking Thursday night into Friday morning. So the system has slowed down. It also does show it could actually warm to some rain, then back over to snow. So we might see the whole mix of weather coming in as we go into later on this week. Looks like some freezing rain, then changes to rain, and then maybe back to sleet, and then back to snow as the colder air comes in. 32 tomorrow. 33 degrees high temperature on Wednesday with some freezing rain possible. I've got it likely now for Wednesday night into early on Thursday morning. Changes to rain, and then as the backside of the system comes in, cold enough air aloft causes some snow with a high temperature of 35. And then once the system leaves, sunshine and 46 on Friday, 57 on Saturday, near 60 on Sunday, and I think in the low 60s on Monday. And a large part of next week looks to be mild with temperatures very spring-like, and we don't see winter after the system comes through. So there's still some questions on exactly what happens with the system, how it looks. Right now, I would think that at least some freezing rain is likely. I think that the models aren't handling the cold air very well in northwest Arkansas, and we typically get stuck in about 32, 31 when it's raining. And so I think that by Wednesday night, we'll see some freezing rain. Right now, it looks to be light. We might get a quarter of an inch, which isn't enough to cause a lot of problems. However, slippery conditions are certainly possible on your way back to work on Thursday morning.
Yeah, you got to be vigilant. Be prepared.
Right. Yep.
Another weather roller coaster we're going on.
Yes.
Cold, and then you said it'll feel like spring.
Yes. This is not a... We don't get the big brunt of cold air with this system, just enough to cause some slippery conditions, then it warms up right behind it. So looking good for this weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to the warmer temperatures.
Yeah.
Rick, thank you so much.
Okay.
We'll show you one of the venues that will be rocking tonight with a couple of The Voice's best as your KNWA News at 5 continues.